Doug scribbles down a checklist on the back of a $10 bill. Gas for the car and Molotovs, raw materials to practice woodworking on, and firewood for the stove. Leandro should have no problem surviving off the leftovers of Masardas, as long as he's quick and careful. There's nothing but hacked up bodies in the streets, save for maybe a few stray Zeds. And there's plenty of food. Now that he thinks of it, maybe a set of walkie-talkies to keep in touch. For now, Doug sets his sights to the north on the town of Belmont and the nearby farms. But first, now that it's morning, we're going to get some breakfast. Let's see what we've got in here. Beef jerky, cheese. Is there anything that we can make in here? Not without some heat. Or plenty of other things. Or bread. Or water. Alright, well, let's get one of the pudding cups. Let's get one of them smoked meats. Let's get a slice of cheese. Ooh, I saw some rotten cheese in there. We're gonna have to get rid of that. And something to drink. Drink. Ooh, crispy cranberry. It's very quenching. Alright. Well, then we'll down a crispy cranberry. Should probably get rid of the beer. Doug does not touch the stuff. Sit down to have that food. See how it is outside. Looks like it's completely dark still. Alright. Let's go put on our gear. Everything here. We have our axe. Wondering where I put that. Right here. Okay, let's pick up the fire axe. Turn on our flashlight and read a few chapters of our fantasy novel so that we can get all of our wariness back if possible. Close enough. And that's another book finished. Whoops. Oh. Let's see where we're at. It's light out now. Oop. Let's not go through the window like an idiot. Go through the back door. Okay. Now, town of Belmont, we have no idea what it has, except for a grocery store and a hardware store. Beyond that, it's just a bunch of city buildings. Could be tons of houses. Ooh, a baseball field. Could be tons of houses, could be... actually some pretty decent stores. We'll see in a bit. Ah, boy. This highway is a mess. While we're here, I think it would be a good idea... I think it would be a good idea... Can we turn off safe mode? Thank you. I think it would be a good idea to pick up the other fire axe and replace our current one. So we'll stop off next to the... Oh, oversized wasp is having a time. Oh, a lot of oversized wasps having a time over there to the northwest. Okay. Well, then we'll just sit over here and let them do work. As we do work. Gosh. Photograph. Photographed within a warmly lit living room, a young boy sits upon a large beanbag armchair with a discarded pet carrier, sitting on the floor beside him and a goofy grin plastered across his face. His arms are clasped around a fluffy ball of brown fuzz, which initially you mistake for a plushie before the bright eyes, lolling tongue, and madly wagging tail place it as a majestically furry canine. It's a breed you've never seen before. It's pictured with its front paws awkwardly gripping the child's shoulders as it happily laps at his face, excuse me. Its paws look like tiny clawed hands. This is interesting. We'll just leave the crawling zombie. Nope, nope, never mind. They turn into pupating zombies. You get butchered. Alright. Now, if I remember correctly, it should just be right in... Oops. Right here, yep. So we'll drop off this fire axe and wield this new one. Let's compare the two. Wow, the damage difference is stark. Alright, yeah. Okay. Nothing we want out of the corpses here. It's a craft shot, but it's been completely burnt down. So sad. We're going to give a wide berth to these nasty, nasty wasps. You know what? Come here. Come here, zombie. There we go. Zipper bag with... Ooh, gum. Let's not accidentally eat the meth. That would be terrible. Okay. Food place is advertising the big deal on this flyer. Plainly worded sentences on the... Not interesting. Dismember. Alright, pick up some rocks. How many rocks have we got? Not a lot. Alright, we'll pick up all the... Ooh, there's the gunshots again. Did that zombie just appear? Am I seeing things? South and below, you hear crunch. That is disturbing. Ugh. Okay, well, we're not gonna go over there then. We're going to move it away from this buggy mess of a weird secret that we don't understand and have no idea what it actually is, almost assuredly. Picking up more rocks. Am I listening to music? Why am I deafened? Oh, my ears are ringing because of the explosion or something. Oh boy, right. Because these craters here have to actually have a thing called an alien bomb that explodes with a certain amount of force and quote-unquote randomly generates a crater. Just, Alright, now let's fast move all the way up to Belmont. First zombie is spotted right in front of us for some reason. What, we completely missed these guys right behind us? Okay. Well, let's put down the duffel bag and deal with this little crowd. Oh, that one will bleed to death. I'll take care of this firefighter. And you're just gonna bleed to death, right? Whatever. Okay. Let's pick back up the duffel bag. Ooh, a coin. Love those. What have you got? A flyer for a large movie oh, it's a large movie poster for Action Pack Stone 6, Revenge of the Dogmen. Hell yes, we'll just take that. It's a poster. Alright, all of these are chopped up. And you know what? Put away this fire axe and take this dog and move it towards one of these houses. Ooh, an electronics store. Lucky break, Doug. They have exactly what we're looking for. Ocular zombie. That's kind of spooky. He has very, very good eyesight. Alright. Looks like there's a pretty big crowd up here. We're gonna get out the fire axe and see. Otherwise, a regular zombie's head is just filled to the brim with eyes, half of them frantically swiveling in their orbits, the other half are staring directly at you. I wonder if you can blind it with a flash. Well, not really important right now. Important is we... Oh, excuse me. Two-shot the tough zombie. What a nasty crit. Oh no, another child. Oh, we feel remorse for killing zombie child. Ooh, okay. We've upgraded from feeling awful to only feeling remorse. Hey, he's got an orange. Nice. And nothing else of use in here. Alright, let's try and drag away some of them by shouting. Take a bit to rest our arms. Oh, a crowd went weirdly fast. I'm up. There you go. We got him moving towards us now. And 2 more kids show up. One shot the kid. One shot the zombie straight in the face. Sweep the child's lower half out. Whoops. And more crits. Good job, Doug. Alright, let's try and drag a few more out here. Just some normal zombies, nothing too nasty for Doug. Hide him back. One crit after the other. Oh my god, Doug is doing work with this axe. You sweep the zombie child and hit it in the leg, hip hip hooray, and you still feel remorse. But that was a pretty sweet swing though, right, Doug? Oh my god. Alright, we'll look through that pile of bodies later. But looks like we can murder the rest of these children. That one just gets bifurcated. This one gets sent flying into a crumpled heap. The crawling zombies just take way too long. Okay, here we go. Come on. Okay, perfect. Now let's take a peek in this place. Coffee maker, microwave, not really useful. Waffle iron, what? Okay, maybe there's some walkie-talkies, a flashlight. It's got some batteries. Puddle of blood here. That seems fresh. Ooh, plenty of light batteries. Broken tonsils. We'll probably chop up some of that. Hot air. Huh? Why is there a small fire here? What? What is... Oh, that's really bad. We're gonna have to make sure that that doesn't cause a problem for us. Okay. It shouldn't. I don't think it's got enough fuel to really get a... Oh. We see a panicked person getting chased down by a rival football player. Short work of them. And then more zombies start coming after. Oh, and there goes the panicked person. And here comes a zombie hunter. And a lot of runners. We're gonna back it up. Oop. We only want one of you at a time. Ow! Come on, Doug. Keep backing it up. Okay. Oh, we made a mess of the front end of the store, but... We're going to sit down and... Dust? Okay. Just chill out here for a bit. Okay. We got our stamina back. A Kevlar zombie, huh? That doesn't look so bad. That's something we can deal with easily. Don't tell me that's a Raven Folk. Yeah, of course it's a Raven Folk, and he's going to be screaming and... Shit! Okay, let's back it up. Back it up, Doug. Let them go towards the source of that sound, and just wait for them to come to us. One shot the acid zombie. Nice. And we'll just... come on. Come on. There you go. Train our dodging here as it just melts its legs. Yeah, there you go. Ugh. Oh boy. Come here. Oh, too many. Okay, there we go. Reeling for 73. He's stunned and going to bleed to death. Yep. Nice. Don't hit them more than you need to. Sure, you get experience for swinging your weapon, but... save your stamina. Come on. There you go. There you go. There you go. Too many. Too many. The whole horde's coming after us. Oh boy. Okay. Doug, you got this. One shot the zombie runner. That is... Are these guys faster than us? They're a bit slower than us. And the zombie soldier is already pretty messed up. Let's get the runner out of here. He'll bleed to death. He'll keep swinging at us, but he'll bleed to death. There we go. He cannot touch the Fent. Alright. Let's kite you into here. Come on. There we go. One shot the zombie soldier. One shot the tough zombie. Ground the Kevlar zombie. Uh-oh. He's a bit tougher than I was expecting. Despite hitting him with all our might, we can only do just a little bit of damage. There's got to be a weak point on him. There is. Alright. Let's just keep him on the floor. Don't let him get up. Don't let him play. Crit for 35 and he's still standing. There we go. One more sweep for 21 and he's done for. Okay. This Kevlar zombie was carrying some pretty serious equipment. We're going to take a look at that later. And the rest of the crowd straggles forward. Ooh, some gum. Pineapple. Yummy. Make me feel better about plastering those children all over the street. And the last fat zombie goes down. Now, we look for... That is our duffel bag. First, let's go and loot everything here, because this was quite the haul. A breaching shotgun. That's cute, but not what we need. M4 carbine. Someone might want that. Maybe worth something to barter or trade. Some tear gas. We don't have any on us right now. Let's see. Peanut butter, wheat snack breads. Can never get enough bread. Hey, a shovel. Yeah, I'll take the shovel. Some clean water. Glug glug. I wonder, how do we feel about butchering a Kevlar zombie? Does it not feel like it's a normal zombie anymore? Oh, that's interesting. The Kevlar zombie is... Wait. There we go. Synthetic and natural armors. That's a lot of knowledge that we could be getting from him. Alright. We'll take a look at this flyer, because I love gathering game lore. Birdhouse Monthly, Cade Zombie. Liar. Liar. Okay. Here in this crowd? Big book of first aid. Right, this was the small child. Wait, paper wrapper? Chewing tobacco on a smartphone. Weird and grody. Alright. Now, here's the bulk of the crowd. Pork sticks. Are they healthy? Doesn't say. Doesn't say they're unhealthy, so, ooh. Blueberry gum, yummy. Let's see. Dogtail gum. More gum. You know what? We're just going to collect this gum. Gum, cherry, and orange. Absolutely. I'll take the battery out of that headlamp. Never have enough of those. Ooh, that's a lot of sports drinks. I completely ignore that there's zombies gathering over there. Gummy candy. Okay. An unbrowsed smartphone. Let's take a look at this. Does it... Oh. It's locked. There's nothing we can do with it then. Doug is not a computer whiz. He knows how to surf the internet. And look at memes, and that's about it. Doesn't look like there's anything else worth gathering here. Zombie dwarf. A zombie cop is coming towards us. Let's go ahead, drop the duffel bag, and wait for him to come at us. Dropped him real quick. He's got an individual patrol officer kit. Nice. Some good medical supplies. Alright. We need a table. We're gonna dip into this house and take a look. Any fantasy novels? Yes. 3 of them, in fact. This house is pretty clear. Yep. There's a zombie outside. Okay. Let's close up those. I don't think I want to go downstairs yet, so we won't. We're going to open the garage door. Southwest, I hear a thump. Somebody was smacking. Go away! The ocular zombie. Wonder if it's properly monstrous enough to be worth butchering. Okay, let's get this table out here. And there we go. Dismember these corpses. Oh, it will take a little time, but it'll take significantly less time since we have a table to hack them up on, I think. I don't know how much it helps. I remember it being like maybe 50 seconds to dismember each corpse. Less time is saved energy. Let's see. Yep, it's 50 seconds. We get a 25% savings. Just about. Oops. Oops. Come on, there. Okay, there we go. Now I gotta go back over to that, Come on. Bring the table back over. Dismember the rest of these corpses. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. There. And now let's drag this Kevlar zombie out and see if it is appropriately monstrous enough. It sounds like it should be. No, it does not look like it. It is not considered monstrous enough. That is disappointing. Well, we'll dismember it then. Whoops. Nope, we won't dissect it. It's unfortunate. We could have learned quite a bit from butchering it. Z9 over here. We'll go grab that corpse. We can dissect this. Ah, I have to drop the fire axe. That's annoying. Okay. 29 minutes. Opening its jaw wide, you notice the presence of multiple additional tongues deeper in its throat. Ugh. As you finish up, you notice your earlier cuts seem to be the tiniest bit smaller. Ugh. Grody. This thing had a tainted pelt, but it was not fused to... The Kevlar was not fused to it yet. Dragging around that table is too much work for me to just chop all these up as is. Doesn't really matter. We did get synthetic armors up to 38% though. That's pretty nice. Last of these corpses is hacked to bits. Where is the duffel bag? Right up here to the north. We probably should... Oh! A new crowd of zombies is coming after us. We're going to lead the tough boy back over here. Did I know there were some things that I was missing? No? Nothing? Very well. We'll take you on. And then we'll chop you up. Just a fat zombie. I'll keep the double bag on for this one. He's no trouble. Let's see. Crawling zombie. Yeah. Zombie dwarf is the biggest trouble here. He's so damn small! They're small and they're cheeky. Tear gas sprayer with a pretty good amount of tear gas in it. Nice. Okay. Oh. Must have come out of that house just recently. Alright. Take the tear gas. The bandages and the medical gauze. Hell yes. Dismember this corpse here. Dismember this corpse here. This one. This. Dismember everybody. Now, I know Doug said in his notes he would be getting some gasoline. Ooh, some coin. Some gasoline. And we are going to get gasoline, but first we need something to get gasoline with. So we're gonna have to go and bust up somebody's fridge. So we can get a hose, and then we can siphon out some gasoline. How about first we get all the books we want? Muscular development. The effects of technological progress on magic. Magical light, knowing the day and the hour. Some really cute, but otherwise useless. Study of Netherium incursions. Sense outsiders. That sounds neat, but not super useful right now for Doug. Fantasy novel. Coding for beginners. Maybe. Wait, is that a scroll? Scroll of Piercing Bolt. It's an Earthshaper spell. Maybe we'll want it. Let's see. Fantasy novels. Shooting handguns. No. The Homebrewer's Bible. Yeah, maybe. Fantasy novels, ham radio illustrated, samurai novel. Classic tale of a wandering swordsman who comes to a small settlement and is hired to help the townsfolk defend themselves from a band of marauding outlaws. This hardback is quite hefty. Ugh. Well, maybe we don't take that. Firebolt. Very nice spell. Look down here. Looks like the basement's clear. And got some more books. More fantasy novels. Save water and time with magic. A spell called Freshen Up. Huh. It's a very thin booklet about the ecological benefits of using magic instead of a mundane morning cleaning routine. At the bottom of the back cover is an abstract logo of two people holding both hands, with a tree growing through the resulting circle, and the words Gaia's children beneath it. And it's not a druid spell? Huh. That's interesting. Well, we'll take it. It sounds like it'd be really nice. I wonder what it needs. Diesel power, yeah. DIY compendium. Ooh, that's a book that Doug needs. Because we're going to be doing a lot of DIY stuff. Things to do with milk. Okay. One issue of Bon Appetit. Let's see. More books in here worth something. No. Sergeant Shank's comprehensive book on knife throwing? That's cute. But not needed. Intermittent fasting using biomancy. Oh yeah, that weirdo spell. Yee. Ugh. No thank you. Let's see. Self-defense for your child. So what clothing? Let's see. Beginner guides to magic. Ethereum incursions. Internal combustion fundamentals. I don't know. Maybe. Bronze Age? Nah. Complete book about dodgeball. Doesn't look like there's any other spell scrolls in here. And no more fantasy books. Alright. How about here in these drawers? Plenty of food. We don't need it. Large slab of uncut bacon. Oh my god. You can eat it as is, but it would be efficient to cut it into smaller portions with a knife. At room temperature, it has a shelf life of 6 weeks. Not bad. Okay. Alright, we'll look through the rest of these drawers, but it doesn't seem like there's anything else we want. Let's take a look at this Save Water and Time with Magic. Single most common spell in the world before the Cataclysm. Freshen Up cleans your teeth, sweetens your breath, removes stains and sweat from your clothes, exfoliates you, and gives volume back to your hair. It costs 75 mana and takes 30 seconds. Huh. It's a difficulty 2 spell. It's probably at least worth learning. It's been a bit since Doug last showered after all, so be a good idea maybe to learn it. Okay. We've cleared a pretty good chunk of Belmont. We found the subway station. There's 2 subways for some reason. Okay. Well, don't worry about that. We're gonna dip out to the east here. Oh boy. Somebody saw us. Somebody else saw us. Don't care. We're just going to bypass them, let the futile fighter do whatever they're gonna do. As the zombie runner fucks around and finds out. And then these 2 fatso zombies also find out. Alright. Now, Said I was going to get a... Said I was going to get a hose. Shit. Set off an alarm with that one. How's that futile fighter looking? Well, let's go walk up to him and see what he said. Oh. There he goes. Off to do work. Okay. Just... we get greeted by one zombie and put our axe straight in his face. No spell scrolls, but some books. Oh, we should probably turn off our flashlights so people can't see us immediately. They already saw us. We're gonna leave. Yep, the alarm's going off. Yeah, they saw and they are miffed. Is that a dead Migo? Oh my god. Hold on, can they see me? I don't want to leave my only weapon out here, but we're going to haul this guy out of here. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Let's, okay. Let's pick up the Migo here, haul him, ignore, close, okay. Glass out of the way, and let's see if we can dissect this thing. It'll give us natural armors. That's kind of nice. First, peek around the corner, see where they're at. Okay, looks like they were after the futile fighter. Poor guy. Nothing we could do. Alright. We learn quite a bit about natural armors and Migo basic anatomy. We still don't want to go toe-to-toe with them. Piece of Migo meat that's obviously alien given its pink color, odd odor, and strange texture. Be advisable to not try to eat it. Has iron in it, but otherwise it gives no calories. It's just... ugh. Alright. Let's see. Gardening the Druidic way. We might use that. It's cool. Travels among the... Not even gonna try to pronounce that. As a spell that we won't use. Okay. The fridge. Cublam. Where's the hose? Rubber hose. Whoop. And we just need a bunch of containers to carry that in. All of our gas. Uh-oh. It's a zombie blob. Okay, we're gonna just get back to the freeway. The highway, excuse me, highway. And now we can just siphon gas from all the cars around here with the gallon jug that we have. That'll give us, what, 3.75 liters of gas. Oh. A few zombies in the way here. No problem for Doug. Okay. Let's see. Where's our Great Axe familiarity? It's taking a bit to... Whoops. I don't want the carbine to be... Ah! Rival football player! Okay. Pick back up the duffel bag, get the carbine, get the gum. Where are we at on morale? You know what? Then we're going to eat some gum. Get the cherry. And then dismember these corpses. There's nothing dangerous across the road here. Looks like we could ford the river here. Well, stream, really. Okay. We're not gonna fast travel just in case some nasties show up. Oh boy. Oh boy, that's a lot of shotgun holes. 12 gauge. That's, 12 shots. What the hell were you fighting that needed 12 shotgun shells? Ooh, a food truck. How is it? Its vehicle tank is draining. Well, then we will siphon that into our gallon jug. Nice. Maybe somebody in here has a jerry can. A steel jerry can. Very nice. We almost assuredly cannot take the... We can take the steel jerry can. Okay. Then we'll just siphon into the jerry can. But it's kind of heavy. We have a pretty seriously heavy load right now. Okay. Should be... drop that gear. For some reason this is locked. We can just climb over it, though. The fence is no obstacle to... What is this over here? Druid Tower? Druid Tower Crown? That's curious. Just a big freaking tree sitting out there. I wonder if that's got, loot? Or maybe a survivor? If it does, we can't see it. We also see a ruined cabin to the west-southwest. And a Migo structure to the southeast next to what is probably a mine. That's dangerous. No binoculars in here. That's... sucks. Okay. Strangely, despite all the killing that we've done with this... Well, that's a lot of turkeys. Okay, we're gonna put down that this is a pile of turkeys, because I want to see if we can maybe domesticate them. Tameable wildlife, yes. If we get some bird seed and we run up to them with it, they may join our cause and provide us with plentiful turkey eggs. Okay, another car. No zombies around this campsite. Ugh, an electric car. Cute. A diesel engine. Not what we needed. Whoa! When did you get here? Okay. Zombie dog spooked us. But, went down pretty easy. Nothing in any of these tents. Nobody alive. Zombies must have wandered off. Is that a folded bicycle? That is lovely. We'll just rip down that, and we'll take this, and then we'll painstakingly unfold the bicycle. That's what it used to say. I guess it doesn't anymore. That's nice. Because it's really not that hard to fold and unfold a foldable bike. Okay. And it's even got a basket. Hell yes. Okay. Doug, we are in business. We have one of the most reliable vehicles in the world during the apocalypse. A freaking bike. And because the recommended speed is 12 miles per hour, and fast travel speed maxes out at 12 miles per hour, it's a great fast travel. What's this? A hunting lodge, huh? It is pretty good looking, but also you don't know if there are weirdos in there or not. So we're not going to actually go into it. Not yet. We'll take note of it. What the hell is this? Trailhead. And a dairy farm. Uh-oh. A dairy farm. Oh, Doug prays that there are not... Oh. Oh no. That's really bad. Once a placid cow, this leathery horror stumbles and shudders, its pulsing black eyes scanning for prey. Dairy cows have no natural weapons, but a zombie as big, heavy, and murderous as this is still extremely dangerous. We don't fuck with that, so we're going to say that that is zombie cows. We'll fight that when we feel we can. Right now, I don't think we can. But I do want to see what's at this druid tower. I'll drop the duffel bag and very carefully turn on our safe mode and take a look. A woodland white. We've already seen something dangerous. Or rather, it's seen us. There it is. One of the nastiest things you can ever find in the forest. A pale, stumbling, white-tailed deer, rivulets of slime running down its neck. Its limbs twist and bend in unnatural, haphazard directions, and yet it moves with uncanny strength and speed. Thanks to the Cataclysm, it has now turned the tables. What was once prey now itself preys on coyotes, wolves, and giant spider mutants. This shit is a run-ender in the early game. They are hard to hit, they hit hard, and you cannot outrun them. If you go through the forest and you find woodland whites and you are unarmed, you are dead now. You just have to wait till they finally take your last point of HP. It really sucks. Ungulate anatomy. Maybe we should dissect this if we can find a table in there. Let's see. We'll shout and see what comes out. We wait for half a minute. But nothing pokes its head out of the forest. A zombie dog. Must not have heard our shouting. Nail it in the head. I deserve a pat on the back for that, apparently. What's this? Heartwood floor. Interesting. I don't like the zombified Aenor. With bedraggled feathers and rent skin stumbling as it walks, this formerly living Aenor is in a sad state. It's ignoring us. That's curious. Zombies aren't supposed to ever ignore you. But also, it is considered dangerous. And it seems like this tower is corrupted. That is most unfortunate. We'll take these woodland whites and haul them out of here. Oh, okay. Let's take some time to dissect one. Some organs have atrophied or outright dissolved entirely, this thing. Ugh. And that gave us almost full skill in ungulate anatomy. We'll continue butchering. The zombified Aenor has left, but it looks like it's not interested in coming up to us. We're now proficient in ungilded anatomy, though, so those woodland wights should be easier to deal with the next time we find them. I just don't know what that thing can do. So I don't want to walk up to it in case it has like some crazy instant death spell. Oh. Let's head back to the highway. Right into the boulder. Hopefully we didn't mess this thing up. No, we're good. Okay. And fast travel west. Very nice. Okay. We fold the bicycle, drop the axe, pick up the bicycle, activate the bicycle, pick up the axe, drop the axe in the basket, and... do we continue heading north? Why not? We have a little bit of time. So we'll fast travel until we see some Zalbos. What's this? Ah, looks like it's just... Ooh. Ooh. Don't want to run into that. Ah, it's a subtle turn. That's nice. Ooh. Siphon gas? Siphon gas! Pour all the gas that's left in here, and we have all the gas we need. I think the gallon we'll use to make some Molotovs, and we'll just pour the entire jerry can into the... What's this? Scribbled scroll. We'll pour the entire jerry can into the car we brought back. What's in here? A rural church. Some zombies outside and a panicked person inside who is panicked and run out of the very valuable and useful cover they once had. Alright, let's turn back around. I think we have done all the exploring down this way that we're going to. What? Doug. What the hell? You're supposed to be fast traveling. Not ramming your face into that car. Shriekling? No, we'll ignore it. My guess is that the fast travel is not going to take very well to this curve here, so we're going to stop the fast travel and then restart it. A warg? Where? Oh, he's all the way the hell over there. Nope, ignore him. Ignore the warg. He's not a problem. Act like he isn't really there. There we go, we'll take the exit. Wait, no, this isn't our exit. Never mind. Whoops. Okay. Keep heading south. Flying right by Worcester. Monsters spotted here. Zombie dog, zombie runner. He's not gonna catch up to us. That's no problem. You know, I now need to go check if that mass grave is completely empty. That is upsetting. What's over there? Shotgun casings. Filter canister. Some 30 round Stanag Marat. Oh, yeah. Don't need it. Oh, boy. Okay. A whole bunch of smashed corpses all over here. I think we actually already took out the entire mass grave. Alrighty then. back at base. Let's drop the gallon jug. Let's go over here and refill the vehicle tank with the jerry can. 22 liters of gas. Nice. Okay. Then we pick back up the jerry can, get our fire axe, and go inside. Well, that was pretty successful. We got some gas at least. The raw materials, now we can actually get those because we can drag the car around picking them up. 2x4s are a bit unwieldy. Keep all the gum in the inventory. Let's skim through all these books that we gathered. We'll leave the books about cooking right here. Let's see, Brewer's Bible, things to, right? That's what that, yeah. Things to do with milk. And then diesel power we don't need. And it doesn't teach us how to make diesel. Okay, that's interesting. Drop all of these right here. And let's see what else we need to put away. Alright, gasoline. We'll put the gasoline right on the table here. Put away the weapons, the guns, the tools, extra tear gas sprayers. Well. You know what? I think we will learn save water time with magic. After we get maybe something to eat. Like, let's make a vegetable sandwich with cheese. Why not? Cheese, pickled veggies. Is it in our inventory? Yeah, it's in our inventory. Eat that. And drink some mineral water. And now we try learning this new spell and see what it does. Ooh! I learned it pretty quick. Alright, how do I cast a spell? There we go. It is too difficult. It requires 1 clean water, mineral water, and then a soap bar, detergent, liquid soap. Okay. It takes 30 seconds. We can't cast it. Does it require concentration? It does. And our focus is shot. Well, we learned a new spell. Theoretically, we can eventually cast it. That's nice. Maybe there's another spell we can get. Holy Blade, Technomancer, Beginner's Guide to Magic, Magic Missile is Magus, Sound Bomb. Well, I think we'll call it right there. Doug plays the events of the morning over in his head as he sits at the table, unopened book in hand. The zombie horde continues to evolve. It continues to grow. Each death, each explosion, each gunshot, every attracting event draws more into the cities as other survivors like him try to get by. But also, something gnaws at him. A discovery today from the northernmost radio tower. Wildlife, zombified and roaming in packs. Creatures once prey now turn vicious predator, more dangerous in severity, if not number. than the human zombie horde. More than that. A sprawling druid tower of living woods surrounded by corrupted wildlife. A magical zombified beast forlornly wandering it. As if lost. Tower calls to Doug for some reason. There's something in that tower he needs to find. It could be a wealth of knowledge, or it could be a corrupted heart which must be destroyed. Time will tell. For now it's time to read and rest. Surely this next story has hope within it. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a comment and a like, and subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, stay tough, survivors.